The story you're reading about with child wives, where families are exchanging their daughters to Taliban for safety and freedom, is that just conspiracy or is that really happening right now?
It's really happening. It's not after US exited. I mean, when US exited, it aggravated the situation, and it's happening. I mean, uh, there are stories of Afghan women who do not have money, families who do not have money, and they are selling them to warlords who do not have children, and they are negotiating the price of their kids. Imagine what's happening, and this will only grow further. I mean, the kind of human tragedy that we are witnessing here is massive. And mind you, the international media's attention, Patrick, has been on Kabul. It has not been on the other provinces all across Afghanistan, where situation is worse. What's happening in Kandahar, which is the so-called cultural or the religious epicenter of the Taliban? They're killing innocents. They're killing at point blank range, summary executions that are happening, where not just the erstwhile Afghan army people or the NDA Secret Service people, but innocent government employees. Somebody might have had an ego hassle or some argument in the past with the Taliban. Those people, innocents, are being butchered completely. So this is the reality of Afghanistan right now. And on your show today, Patrick, I'll tell you, and I predict this, that years from now, United States will be forced to enter Afghanistan again. And it will not be to fight the ISIS. It will not be to fight the Taliban. It will be to fight the monsters that they created and they did not care about, the mushrooming Islamist terror organizations that will have their base camps in Afghanistan. Now imagine globally the kind of Islamic terror groups that were shadowing or perhaps underground, did not have as much mechanism because of the changing dynamics that happened after 9/11, the raised alarm bells, the security cooperation, the anti-terrorism cooperation that happened will completely now die down, because the kind of emboldening that will happen, and perhaps, who knows, the Taliban and the Pakistan will use Afghanistan soil to actually mushroom these militias, these terror groups on Afghanistan soil. It's been already happening. It's not that something new will happen. In Helmand, there have been terror camps of Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Jangvi and others that have been running for years together. Now, this is again the era of 1990, where Mullah Omar with the Pakistan ISI, ran several camps. Very interestingly, a few years back, I met some former terrorists in Kashmir, in northern part of Kashmir called Kupwara. We met at a cafe there, and they confessed. They were strong built, more than 6 feet height people who had stayed in prison for almost 2 decades. And they confessed to me that, they were made to cross in 1990 from Kashmir to Pakistan. And in Pakistan, they met a colonel of the Pakistan ISI who blindfolded them, put them onto a truck, hundreds of them, and sent them to Afghanistan. And in Afghanistan, they realized that, hey, we are here in Afghanistan. And they were pushed into a camp for 3 months, which was run by Mullah Omar and all these people. And Mullah Omar and others, with the support of the Pakistan ISI and others, trained them. And finally, they unleashed a war, in Kashmir, where innocents were killed. So this is an ongoing process. Now, of course, the Biden administration says that they will see their diplomatic ties with Pakistan. They will see some kind of a realignment with Pakistan. But I don't see a situation where the United States still realizes the consequences of letting a pass on Pakistan. The same happened with Trump. Trump, when he immediately came to power, the Trump administration said, we will go hammer and tongs against Pakistan. We will end the defense budget completely that is allotted to them. We will not have a security or a terror cooperation until they give us in writing or some kind of a proof that they will act against terrorists. And look what happened. Trump, over the years, became so close to Pakistan that finally, Zalmay Khalilzad was appointed, who anyways was hated by the Pakistanis, but they had a cooperation going. Pakistan was able to convince not just the CIA, but the State Department as well, that they are their ally. And this is not going to change anytime soon, mind you. And this is going to be the epicenter of the global jihad, the global Islamist terror organizations. And unfortunately, we are yet to see worse, unfortunately, in the region.
So if you like this little short clip from an interview I did, click over here to watch the entire interview. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.